Hey everyone, I am going to teach you how to turn on your notifications. This is Mrs. Donahue, and I've heard that some people are having trouble finding out that they had messages or things to do because they're not getting notifications at home. So when you're at school, your teachers are like, hey, open Google Classroom, and you're like, all right. And then you know what to do, and they're reviewing that with you. But when you're at home, you're not getting those reminders. So we're going to have you turn on notifications, and that's going to help you quite a bit. So the first thing we're going to do, we're actually going to do three things. So the first thing is we're going to go into Google Classroom and we're going to turn on notifications there. And we're going to have Google Classroom send us emails. And then we're going to go into Gmail and we're going to make sure we get desktop notifications. So if we're on a computer or on a Chromebook, we're going to get email notifications. And then the last thing is if you use an app instead, if you are like, well, geez, Mrs. Donahue, I only access via my phone app, then I'm going to show you how you're going to do it there. So those are the three things we're going to work on, and then you're going to be up to date with what your teachers want you to do. So here I am in my Google Classroom, and you can see these three lines always make me think that there's a menu underneath, and indeed there is. And if I scroll down, and depending if you have lots of classes, you're going to have to maybe scroll, and you're going to go to Settings. And it looks like the gear. And when we click on that, you can see I already have notifications turned on. So you guys are going to double check. You're going to make sure you have email notifications turned on. So you're going to get email notifications. And these are the other things that you could get notifications on. So if someone comments on your post, if someone mentions you in a post, if you get private comments, for classes you're enrolled in, work and other posts from teachers, that's the one you definitely want to have on. Returned work and grades from your teachers, you could choose to turn that on. Invitations to join classes as a student, and due date reminders. So all of those you can turn on. And then you can also down here, for a particular class, you can turn them on or off. So if you're in a class that was for like first semester and you still have it, you could turn it off for a particular class if you wanted. But you want to turn those on so you get those notifications. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Gmail. So here's my Gmail, and I showed you that I already had that turned on. And in Gmail, just like in Google Classroom, because they try and make all their apps look very similar and or programs work very similarly, they have the gear here, which is again settings. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to go to settings because I want to change some settings in my Gmail. And so if we scroll down, sometimes it's hard for me. I'm going to see if I can see it. And those of you that actually know me know that I have really hard time scanning. Oh, but I did it. So right here is the desktop notifications. If I was having trouble scanning and I couldn't find it right away, I would just do a Control F in order to get this, and I would type notifications. And as you can see, I've done that before, and it would highlight things for me. So I can go through and I can figure out, oh, this is where I want it to be. So, and right now my mail notifications are off. And I'm going to turn on new mail notifications. And so that means anytime I get a new message, it's going to pop across my screen. I'm going to get a little message across the top of my screen, and that's going to remind me that certain things are posted. And so this is just going to be for a short while you're at home and you want to hear from your teachers and you want to make sure you're not missing anything. So I think that you should turn those notifications on, so that way when you're on your desktop, it's going to pop through and you're going to see when something new is posted. Okay, so on your phone, if you open the Gmail app, similarly, just like we saw in Google Classroom and in the Gmail app, they have those three little lines at the top here. And if you click on those, you're going to get a window that looks like this. And you're just going to scroll all the way to the bottom. So first we'll have your mailboxes, and I happen to have things organized in my box. That's why I have all these different things going on. But you're going to look for the settings, and again, there's the gear icon. So you're going to click on that, and then you're going to get this window. And if you scroll down, you want to get the notifications section. And then you're going to click right there on that little right arrow. And when you do that, you're going to come to this screen, and I already have notifications on. And so you're going to do the same thing. You're going to click on all new mail, and that's how you turn notifications on if you prefer to use the Gmail app instead. So hopefully you guys will start all getting your messages so that way you won't be surprised when your teachers want to hear from you and they expect you to work on certain assignments. Now you'll know what they are and you'll be able to complete them. And if you have any questions, definitely send me an email. I do check them and I will get back to you, I promise. Thanks so much.